How's it going, everyone? Epilogue Phoenix here, and today we have a very special video. We are going to watch the super secret epilogue scene. There's an extra scene we didn't see during the playthrough, so you guys get a bonus vid. Happy holidays. Anyway, hopefully this time I can do it. I tried recording this video before, and apparently because I don't have the DLC on my PS4 anymore, I had to re-download it. So let's hope I got all of them. If I didn't, I'm gonna be very annoyed. Also, new angle. Is it this way? No, it'd be this way. This way to center, but then I'm not centered. So the camera's like off center. Slightly. Or at least the cut for the framing is. I'm gonna keep this game on my PS4 at this point. Like... We're in. The final scene, let's do it.
After everything that happened...
I did not expect that, okay.
Over half a year passed in the blink of an eye.
Wait, is this the same scene again?
With the end of the Great Twilight, an armistice was declared on the second day of the Great War.
Okay, I guess we're gonna rewatch the epilogue again.
Supreme Commander Van Dyke and Lieutenant General Bright worked together to minimize casualties during the negotiations. Meanwhile, the media reported that Emperor Eugen would return to the throne after recovering from his surgery. This was broadcast around the world, in tandem with the declaration that Calvert played no part in the assassination attempt. However, the truth only ended up plunging the Empire into greater turmoil and spurred a storm of criticism from other countries. Amid the chaos, Governor Regnitz stepped in to try to bring the situation under control. He issued the order for Erebonian troops to immediately return to the Empire. Many feared that Calvert might take this opportunity to strike back, but such fears proved to be unfounded. I can only assume it was because Calvert didn't want to take any chances against the far stronger Erebonian army. For the people of Erebonia, it was as if they had woken up from a nightmare.
Oh, nightmare is right.
On the other hand, the people of Calvert began to criticize the Empire all the more fiercely. Fortunately, due to the evacuation efforts on the first day of the war, civilian casualties were kept to a minimum.
Wait, are we gonna get to see the wedding again?
President Rocksmith, nearing the end of his term, made careful efforts to placate his citizens. However, he found himself under serious pressure from the new president-elect and was made to demand astronomical reparations from the Empire. The provisional government in Erebonia, led by Governor Regnitz, was forced to negotiate. As part of the negotiations, he demanded that Calvert pledge to not invade Crossbell. Liberal, Remiferia, and the holy city of Arteria agreed, and jointly mounted pressure on the Republic to keep its troops within its borders. Reparations were eventually made, mostly funded by the Erebonian government, the Imperial family, the Reinford Group, and House Cayenne.
So Muse. I'm pretty sure Muse is the only member of House Cayenne left.
As the Imperial army withdrew from Crossbell, discussions began between the Empire and Speaker McDowell. But the Governor General's personal defense force refused to stand down and took control of the city themselves.
Oh dear.
Rufus condemned their actions from prison, but they refused to back down, and the threat of a Calvardian invasion began to loom.
Yeah, I remember this. We're literally going through the epilogue again. This is great.
So, the Crossbell Guardian Force, formerly the Crossbell Military Police, worked with the citizens to devise a solution. And on the day of Arkansas's star-studded comeback performance, the Governor General's defense force was quickly subdued by citizen volunteers, and Crossbell was free once more. At the heart of the operation were the officers of the Special Support Section, saving their country yet again.
Oh, my phone's in my pocket. What? I just got home, so I'm just like...
While foreign affairs were steadily heading in the right direction, Erebonia's domestic issues showed no signs of stopping. With the news of Chancellor Osborne's death, the nobles he had kept in check scrambled to reclaim their former power. Class warfare broke out once more, and though the imperial family tried to restore order, rumors of Prince Cedric's role in the Chancellor's warmongering caused their pleas to fall on deaf ears.
Yeah?
The Crown Prince's mysterious disappearance only put them in a more difficult position. Just when things seemed their worst, Princess Alphen and the newly returned Prince Olivert engaged the public directly and sincerely. As a result, the imperial family slowly started to win back the people's trust the continent over. Meanwhile, news of Crossbell's liberation stirred talk of independence in Jirai and North Ambria.
That part of the epilogue, it still gets to me. Like, it makes me nervous, and I'm like, oh no. Even though we've seen it before.
Some argued, however, that the 10 years Jirai had spent as an SEZ had bolstered its economy and reduced poverty. The issue is still hotly debated, and those in charge are monitoring the situation carefully for fear of more conflict igniting.
I mean, an ally is someone you give money to. Give it independence and claim it as an ally. Like,
though Chancellor Osborne's right-hand man, Governor General Rufus Albarea, was apprehended, Majors Lecter Arundel and Claire Revelt managed to avoid arrest. Not only that, but they remained at the Intelligence Division and the RMP, respectively, focusing their efforts on restoring order to their country. That said, both groups lost their position as government organizations and underwent extensive restructuring. The Bracer Guild regained its former status in the Empire, and for the first time in 5 years, all its branches were reopened.
let's go.
High-ranking bracers from all over the continent helped to combat disorder and unrest within the Empire. According to certain classified information from the Guild, Prince Cedric, thought to be missing, had in fact become a member of Ouroboros.
Interesting.
There are even rumors that he was made an enforcer, but that remains unverified.
I'm so glad this is done as a bonus video instead of as part of the actual epilogue, because oh my goodness, we're 8 minutes in.
Meanwhile, after tirelessly aiding the other great houses, Governor Regnitz, and the Government Accountability Inspectorate for months, Acting Duke Eustace Albarea rejoined his allies for a journey to a certain place.
Oh!
Each of his friends had been busy restoring peace to their country in their own way. But now, with the embers of war finally cooled, they were able to meet once more.
I'm still kind of upset it took him 6 months to get to Millium. Oh, I hope we don't have to go through the credits again. That'd be like the 3rd time we've gone through the credits. We probably will. Oh, the three of them still have their glasses. Oh, I kind of get why it wants the DLC. It's in case I had someone wearing DLC clothing.
Whoa. A backup OZ-74 unit.
So your dad prepared this, Elisa?
That's right. He must have worked on it in the brief moments when he was himself. It couldn't have been an easy secret to keep from the Ebon Knight.
How much you want to bet Schmelga knew and just didn't give a shit?
Your father was a great man.
Damn right. Can't be easy fooling someone who's in your head.
Again, I'm pretty sure Schmelga knew and just didn't give a shit.
For real.
It seems like the mana inside is stable. And it should be easy to work with such a pure soul as hers. We'll be right here to help whenever you're ready.
Go ahead, Eustace.
Come on, man. What are you waiting for? Now, bring out the sword. Right.
Why does Eustace have the sword?
Altina, you should help too.
Don't worry. I know it'll turn out just fine.
That's right, Allie. Be brave. I will.
Everything's stable. This should work.
Adios, please.
Holy shit.
Now'd be the time for a miracle. I'm sure we've got one or two left, right?
No, just one.
If you're listening out there, these kids need you.
Unless Franz comes back in the Epilogue's epilogue.
The sword.
Huh? Where am I? Reen? Tilly? What are you guys doing here? Eustace? What gives? You look like you've seen a ghost. Wait, what happened? Last thing I remember,
William!
You're awake! Whoa, guys! What's gotten into you? Anyone want to tell me what this is all about?
It's kind of a long story.
So much happened while you were asleep.
But before we get to all that...
Welcome back, William.
I actually braced myself for that one. Oh, the credits. I'm pretty sure this is the credit. Yeah. Why did it make us watch all this? This is gonna be episode length. You know, your generic 30-minute YouTube Let's Play episode length. They make a cute couple. I'm gonna miss Leanne. She probably would have died alongside Rutger, even if they had stayed. Since they didn't keep Franz around, so it likely would have been like, oh, we can only keep one person or two people, counting Milliam. But I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss her. We didn't get to see much of her, but I'm still gonna miss her. Apparently, the game after Trails in the Beginning, Trails in the Dark, is the beginning of the second half of this anthology or whatever. Which means that Trails in the Beginning, game number 10, is the final game of the first half. Although that makes me curious, does that mean we're getting 20 games? Because I'm down for that. You know. Ending in 2030 or whatever. I'm down for that. I don't know why it feels like he's the Emperor Eugen is floating. I'm pretty sure he's just in a chair. Ah, the Libero clue. We'll be playing the Libero games. Sky in the second chapter, and I think it's third chapter. We'll be playing the three Libero games. The Sky trilogy. Sometime in 2021. When in 2021, I have no clue. Sometime after we finish Valkyria. Since I still need to finish that game. And up next is the Spooderman DLC. But seeing the Libero crew all here reminded me we're gonna... And I might play the Crossbell Duology if I can get the translation patch thing. I'd have to get I think it's a Azure that's only available in Chinese, and in China I have to go to like Joyoland or something like that to get it. It is what it is. We'll try our best. Oof, poor Thomas. Man, looks like he's had a little too much to drink. I'm hoping to have both Libero and Crossbell done before Beginnings comes out in English. But you know. One does not necessarily know how long it'll take to finish 5 games. Then the entire series minus Trails of Cold Steel 1 will be on the channel. Unfortunately, I played Trails of Cold Steel 1 on my own time for the most part, and then I played like the second, third, or half of it on stream, but it's not saved. I may replay through Trails of Cold Steel 1 just so we can have a Let's Play on the channel. Do like New Game Plus or whatever. Did I ever do a review of Trails of Cold Steel 1? Huh. I don't remember. Ah, class 7. And Toa. I need to fix the camera. Trails of Cold Steel has now reached its conclusion. Yep. It's the end of the Cold Steel saga. There's one more game in the first half, apparently. See you again someday, somewhere. I'm hoping that means that NIS America is gonna localize Trails of the Beginning. I hope that's what that means. And they're just hinting at it. Or Xseed. I really don't care which. Reen, my boy. I'm gonna miss you. Elisa, ooh. Fancy. Gonna go have some time with your lady friend? Probably shouldn't tease Reen. He can't hear me. It'd be funny if you could. But technology has not yet.
I understand now.
Took us 22 minutes. Phase space for Ouroboros' Anguis, celestial globe.
However, it seems the situation is slightly beyond the scope of our expectations. The seventh Anguis has been lost to us, while the second continues her leave of absence. Though perhaps the biggest surprise is that neither the Stalritter nor McBurn have returned.
What do you mean? The Stalritter's gone because Leanne is gone. How's that a surprise?
Well, old McBurn's finally gone out on a journey of self-discovery. Little too late if you ask me, though. As for the Stalritter, it seems like they've decided to branch off on their own.
That's hardly a cause for concern. The second Anguis is a careful, calculating woman. She's sure to cooperate with the next plan. When she does return, I'm certain McBurn and the Stalritter will follow.
And perhaps even Blue Blanc and Luciola, too. Though, I think it's safe to say Kruger's never coming back. That makes her the fourth total dropout after Louve, Joshua, and Ren.
We've gained quite the interesting little pawn in her place, though, wouldn't you say? The magic swelling in his ancient blood is quite something. A promising newcomer if ever we've had one.
I suppose. Though he still knows so little about the world, he might need a babysitter for quite some time.
Regardless, let us leave the enforcers to their own discretion.
Wait, who's the first Anguis?
And take care that you do not follow the same path as the Faceless.
You all seem to hate my predecessor so much. I almost regret not being able to meet him.
Well, you've certainly filled his shoes in terms of personality, at least.
It seems all three of you have gathered.
So, you've arrived.
Welcome, O Grand Master.
Is the first Anguis just like a disembodied soul? Ooh, the Grandmaster. Let's see it.
Maribel, you have done very well. You oversaw the completion of the Phantasmal Blaze plan and returned safely.
You're too kind. I merely laid the groundwork for the Witch of the Abyss and the Steel Maiden to work their magic. But what of the Septarians of Fire and Earth?
I have confirmed their disappearance from this plane. Unlike the Septarian of Mirage,
They haven't vanished entirely. But as they are now, it is nearly impossible for them to fall into human hands once more.
Is that so?
I guess we can say things are still going smoothly then.
Indeed. Our plan continues apace. Vida's searching for a new path, in spite of her continuing faith in me. The heroic death of the proud Leanne Sandlot.
Sure, let's go with heroic.
McBurn, the former overlord of the Beyond, realizing the truth of his home. And even the departures of Joshua, Ren, and Sharon were all valuable parts of the process.
Ren and Sharon. She called her Sharon as opposed to Kruger. Interesting. Let's mad respect for that. Calling someone by their chosen name.
In short, everything that happens is within your knowledge and by your mercy. To be honest, it's simply incredible. Your very existence is akin to Ars Magna.
No, I am but a shadow. I exist solely to announce the appointed time to the world. The other Anguis may not be present, but I shall make this declaration here and now. The world has escaped the Great Twilight, extending its lifespan ever so slightly. 3 years yet remain, until all returns to primordial nothingness.
Well,
The
heck.
third stage of the Orpheus final plan, the Eternal Recurrence plan, begins now.
Primordial nothingness. That's actually pretty scary. She. Gameplay recording resumed. This entire area, if I was playing it off of the PS4 straight, as opposed to through a capture card, would have been blocked. Well, about saving clear data. Loading clear data lets you carry over data from your previous playthrough to a new one. Save. It's clear data. I don't... Epilogue and clear data, yeah. I'm guessing I can rewatch this scene again. Yep, it lets me rewatch the scene. Well, let's re-upload the save to the cloud. I'm gonna keep Trails of Cold Steel 4 on my PS4 since apparently deleting the game deletes the upload to cloud storage. But yeah, that was a 7-ish minutes cutscene. Because we're now at the 29-minute mark. But yeah, as I said, happy holidays. I hope you guys are all staying safe on this lovely day. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time. And as always, stay bright.